Look, these are two separate questions. Marrying into another religion is a different issue altogether. First, regarding this issue of homosexuality, what is anyone supposed to get out of it? This whole matter is just temporary. It doesn't actually have what you would call a truly permanent solution, at least not in the way you might expect. Nothing comes of it. Even for a husband and wife, which is a natural relationship, children are needed as a bond to strengthen it. Two things strengthen it. One is sex and the other is children. Now, obviously, I can't have that kind of discussion on camera, but you can understand that even the sexual relationship itself isn't possible in the same way as it is between a man and a woman, which is natural. The other is so unnatural that it's just talk or those kinds of dealings. So this is just a matter of putting yourself and someone else into trouble. It's an unnatural thing. As for the rest, if anyone is interested in it, they should contact the agencies. They will tell you what happens. So it is inherently unnatural and nothing comes of it. And the taste they are doing it for won't be found either. Nothing will come of it except disgrace and humiliation. And humanity, as well as the entire family system, when will all of these important things truly function as they are meant to? Only when there is that proper, genuine and harmonious relationship established between a man and a woman. Look, the story of Prophet Lot, peace be upon him, is mentioned in the Quran in 6 or 7 places. It's mentioned in Surah Al-A'raf, it's mentioned in Surah Al-Hijr, and it's mentioned in detail in Surah Hud. Even there, look at what Prophet Lot says. These are the daughters of my nation. God has ordained your relationship with them. If you want to do something, God has established the institution of marriage. This is unnatural. And look, that is only temporary. It happened for a short time. It cannot last. It lacks the fulfillment and all the aspects found in what is natural. Now a married person can understand this more easily. Unmarried people simply cannot understand this. So it is inherently unnatural. Now regarding the issue of marriage among people of other faiths, well, forget other religions, even within our own religion. We logically understand the concept of compatibility, that without it, a relationship cannot survive. Even if both are Muslims, but there's a disparity in compatibility. One has a PhD and the other is completely illiterate. Tell me, can the only common thing between them be that they like each other? They have to spend a life together, right? To spend a life together, you need many other things, including access to education and ensuring that everyone is on equal footing. Look, sex is just one part of it. In fact, I'd say it's like the tail of an elephant with a massive elephant behind it. You're focused on the tail but ignoring the elephant entirely. So even within religion, we say it's not like whoever you feel like, you marry them. Instead, we've been given teachings. There's a hadith in Sunan ibn Majah that says, marry among your equals in your compatible status. Equality includes family, status, and education. Then habits are similar and things run smoother. Otherwise, such matters don't progress well. This isn't some animal-like process for humans where two animals just get married and that's it. And the lineage continues. No, they have to build a family together and then raise them. For that, it's essential. Now tell me, if an educated man today marries a woman who knows neither Urdu nor English, meaning living in Pakistan, she's never seen the inside of a school, and he says, I'm doing a good deed, I'll teach her first, and then she'll teach my children. Well, you have until the day of judgment, so go ahead. For her, it's fine to be married to an uneducated person. Why should an educated man create such a huge problem for himself? And later, when it's time to raise his children, he's saying, man, what a mistake I've made. He should foresee it beforehand. Sure, if a person raises sheep and goats or works in agriculture and wants to continue in that field, then fine. He should look for someone suitable among his equals. Now, if he goes to a city and marries a well-educated woman who's teaching in a school or a college and tells her, no, now you must quit studying, quit teaching, and come here and drive a tractor with me. Look, there are others who drive tractors, go get one of them, right? Why be cruel to this poor woman? So, this must also be considered. And this is where that point comes in, the one you mentioned about other religions. For us, the most sensitive area is the existence of God. If the husband and wife aren't on the same page regarding the concept of God, and we can't live life without God, then how will the family be raised? How will the children be raised? They'll just keep fighting with each other their whole lives. Like, what kind of God are you introducing? For me, God is the most sensitive area. My wife should be someone who believes in God as described in the divine books. And if she's not ready to believe like that, then how can I can't even spend my life with her. And I don't want my children to be raised by a woman who doesn't believe in God the way he deserves to be believed in. That's why it's said that you shouldn't enter into such arrangements. Even in this, you see, the welfare of humanity is hidden. Religion has no personal interest in you, it's for your own interest. In Europe, there was once a notion that religion is a curse, God forbid. I made a video explaining that religion is actually a blessing that provides a disciplined life. There are aspects you haven't even considered, but when pointed out, you realize what a great blessing it is. Let me give an example from your lives like a working professional. Whether an employee or a businessman, he returns home exhausted before sunset. If he didn't have to offer Maghrib or Isha prayers, he'd just fall asleep. He'd wake up at 1:30 or too hungry, eat, then struggle to sleep. He'd stay awake until dawn, and just as office time arrives, he'd feel drowsy. What a pointless life that would be. But the timing of prayers and these obligations instill a strong sense of discipline. Even when you are exhausted, you wait, making the decision to pray before finally going to sleep. You also tend to eat your meals earlier, which helps maintain your health and keeps you disciplined. These are the very things for which people pay thousands of dollars to hire professional nutritionists. They advise you to do this or that, to switch to a certain diet, and so on. If you lead a regular life according to this routine, you won't even need those services. Today, people urge you to try various exercises. But consider the prayer. What a great exercise it is to keep you active. Allah has placed all these benefits within your life. Tell me, if it weren't for the cycle of prayers, would anyone wash their face 5 times a day? Or clean their nose? Life is so busy. Why did perfume become so prominent in France? Because they wouldn't bathe for months. To mask the odor, they started using perfume. But consider the life Allah has bestowed upon a Muslim. I say, a Muslim is like a fish. He bathes almost every day. At least half a bath is completed through ablution. And bathing once a week is obligatory according to a hadith in Sahih Muslim. It's preferable to bathe on Friday, but if not, then any day of the week. Then there's the ritual bath after impurity that Allah has mandated, plus cleaning the nose during ablution and washing the face. Ask a doctor about these practices. People with no religious ties are often told, look, you must wash your face at least twice a day. Your skin allergy is due to a lack of hygiene. But there's no need to tell someone who prays. His face hasn't even dried before it's time for the next prayer. And this whole system. These are numerous unseen benefits that people usually learn through hard experience, but Allah has made them a natural part of your life through religion. You can imagine the parallel benefits, how active, regular, and disciplined your life becomes. Then there are the rules, the do's and don'ts you mentioned. Tell me, for a husband and wife, how can a truly successful and harmonious family be run or managed effectively if the members of that family are not disciplined, especially in their sexual lives and relationships? Unless that woman is completely loyal, faithful, and devoted to her husband, and unless that husband is loyal, faithful, and devoted only to his wife, how can they possibly lead a truly successful, happy, and fulfilling life together as a couple? There is no end to this dilemma or challenge. Any woman you see in the world, anywhere you go, God has created a natural, inherent, and powerful attraction between men and women. And you will find her appealing, attractive, and she will remain appealing and attractive to you throughout your life until she becomes your wife. Then she will become just an ordinary woman. Then you look for the next one. This is what is generally found in people. For us, there is no one beyond our own wives. The reason for this is that we are leading a disciplined life. If you ask us, we say, there is no one like our wife. Everything else is just nothing, right? And this is because of religion. Well, even if you do otherwise, what will be the end result? You will suffer from anxiety, nothing else. Okay, there is no end result to it, except that you should lead a disciplined life. So following the Sharia is not a favor we are doing. It is a favor of the Sharia upon us, that it has shown us a way to lead a disciplined life. We are, thank God, enjoying this life. Goodness in this world. People ask, what is this goodness in the world? Goodness in the world is that you lead a disciplined life, and that is with God. It is with the laws made by God, whether they are moral laws or family laws. With this, a person's life is very peaceful. Despite all the worries and hardships, those are bound to come. They will become easier to bear if God is in your life. And if there is no God, even if every joy in the world is given to you, it is no joy at all unless God is in your life. Is that clear?